Right now, the world's two biggest economies are locked in a trillion-dollar showdown. No missiles, no trenches, just tariffs, tech bans, and a race to control everything from AI to the minerals in your smartphone. In 2025, this economic war is hotter than ever, and the fallout is hitting your wallet. Let's break it down. Section 1. What's at stake? The US and China together make up 42% of global GDP, IMF 2024. Trade imbalance. In 2023, the US imported $427 billion more in Chinese goods than it exported. That's 3 times more than the GDP of Sri Lanka. US trade deficit trend since 2018, peaking at $419 billion in 2022. $382 billion in 2023 due to tariffs. Tech dominance. China now spends $713 billion, NSF 2024. But in AI patents, China files 6.8x more than America. Cut to Huawei's 2024 flagship phone using a 7nm Chinese-made chip, despite US sanctions. Section 2. Weapons of economic war. Number 1 tariffs, number 2 semiconductor smackdown, number 3 rare earth monopoly, number 4 the dollar versus yuan. Let's explain. Number 1 tariffs. The US still slaps 25% tariffs on $370 billion of Chinese goods, but in 2024, China retaliated with bans on US rare earth tech exports. Number 2 semiconductor smackdown. The US CHIPS Act poured $280 billion into domestic production. Result? Taiwan's TSMC just opened a $40 billion Arizona plant, but China's SMIC is already mass-producing 5nm chips in secret. Bloomberg, March 2024. Number 3 rare earth monopoly. China controls 80% of rare earth refining, USGS 2024. When they threatened to cut off magnets for US F-35 jets, Pentagon stocks crashed 7% in a day. Number 4 the dollar versus yuan. The US weaponized the dollar to freeze $300 billion of Russian assets in 2022. Now, China's pushing BRICS to use the yuan. 24% of oil trades bypass the dollar in 2024, versus 3% in 2020. Section 3. Who's winning? 1. GDP growth. China's 2024 growth slowed to 4.6%, while the US hit 2.9%, but per capita, Americans still earn 6x more, IMF. 2. Tech race. China leads in 37 of 44 critical tech sectors. Think tank ASPI 2024, but US sanctions just kneecapped their quantum computing progress. 3. Collateral damage. The US consumers paid $51 billion extra due to China tariffs since 2018, Peterson Institute. Meanwhile, China's youth unemployment hit 21.3%, so they stopped reporting it. Section 4. Taiwan, the nuclear option. If China invades Taiwan, the global economy loses $10 trillion in 1 year, Bloomberg worst-case scenario. Why? Because TSMC makes 92% of the world's advanced chips, and they're right in the crosshairs. Section 5. What's next? 1. Decoupling reality check. Apple moved 18% of iPhone production to India, but still needs 1.2 million Chinese suppliers, The Information 2024. 2. BRICS threat? The expanded BRICS, now 10 nations, has 36% of global GDP, but internal fights over the yuan versus rupee reveal cracks. 3. The bottom line. Expect more expensive tech, Nvidia GPUs up 40% since bans, slower green energy rollout, China dominates solar panels, and maybe, a Cold War that's not so cold. So who's winning? Honestly, it's like two giants punching themselves in the face. But one thing's clear, this war isn't ending before 2030. Want a deeper dive on China's chip breakthroughs? Smash like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments.